Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Gachagua has been issuing a number of statements, and if you listen to Gachagua, he's trying to play a character of a loyal deputy, not a loyal to the nation, but a loyal to his master, William Samoei Ruto. He has been playing so much hard to make Ruto to believe that he is loyal to him. And he has gone further in the same breath to castigate Raila Amolo Odinga, demonize him, make him look like he's not a peaceful leader, and so many things that have happened in this country. And Sudi, watching all this, he has come out to illustrate that Gachagua is the one of the best deputy president that Kenya as a country has ever had. Let me just quote Oscar Sudi, because we have to interrogate what Oscar Sudi is saying. Rigathi Gachagua is the best deputy president that Kenya has ever had. There has never been such a deputy president with a brain like him. That is Oscar Sudi, one of the insiders of William Ruto. When I saw this statement, I went further to the previous statement that Ruto issued one day in a gathering where Uhuru was present in the event. Ruto one day said somewhere in Mount Kenya that Kibaki was one of the best presidents that Kenya as a country has ever had. Uhuru alikuwa amekaa hapo. Na Ruto alikuwa anasema hii maneno hivyo. By the way, what does Oscar Sudi mean by this statement? What is he telling Kenyans? We want to go deeper into that statement to analyze, understand. Because I see this backfiring, or in other words, trying to expose someone here. Who is that person? Before we go deeper into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give our video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, our good people, and back to this discussion. Having listened from the statement from Oscar Sudi, we can conclude and say one thing here. Oscar Sudi is simply telling us that because Gachagua is one of the best deputy presidents that Kenya has ever had and the best brain, then the opposite will be that Sudi is saying that Ruto was one of the worst deputy president that Kenya as a country has ever had and the worst brain ever. Because Ruto was the first deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. We are talking about deputy president, not vice president. Gachagua is the second deputy president, not vice president. For the other people, we can understand they were acting on the mercy of the president. The president was the person to hire, was hiring, and the firing person. Point of hire and fire, it was the president. For the deputy president, the point of hire and fire is the people through the ballot. The same way they vote for president, the same way they vote for deputy president. So you cannot fire easily a deputy president. It can only be possible through the parliament and through an impeachment which will go through the Senate. So what do you learn from this? Oscar Sudi, unknowingly or knowingly, he is exposing William Ruto in one way or another. He's making Kenyans to question the conduct of Ruto, interrogate him. And what is he telling us? That Ruto was the worst deputy president. If Oscar Sudi can say like this, who are we Kenyans to question? They say if a salamander, is it a salamander or alligator, comes from the water and tells you that the crocodile is unwell, who are you to doubt? So Sudi is telling us indirect that Ruto is the worst. So if Ruto was the worst deputy, what about as the president? Can we conclude and say that Ruto is the worst president? Or what is Oscar Sudi trying to insinuate? Najua hii siasa na maneno mengine ni kama msumeno. Ukipeleka mbele inakata, ukirudisha nyuma inakata. So lazima uchunge maneno yako. Chuja vizuri. You have to sieve it nicely. Sieve it nicely before you issue such statements. Those people who are here to defend William Ruto, if they are not careful, they might end up exposing him more than defending him like they might have thought. So kuweni wapole. Before you come and call lawyers as stupid people, because I had his presser yesterday, he ended up abusing a whole community that has produced professors, doctors, and senior people who are serving in this republic, just like any other community here. Sudi anaamini ya kwamba ndio nchi iendelee, kitu tenye na watu nafaa wafanye ni kulima. Anaambia watu sisi tunalima, nyinyi hamlimi. You cannot grow economy through agriculture only. We have other way we can grow our economy. Agriculture is our backbone, we agree. But is it the only way? The answer is no. Alisema ati watu wa Nyanza wamefanya wengine mabagasi wao wa kuwalimia. That was Oscar Sudi. Sasa kwa hiyo njia pia ametusi president wake William Ruto. Amesema Ruto was the worst deputy president. Anatusi Ruto yeye. Kama Oscar Sudi anatusi Ruto, na sisi je, wenye tunaona Ruto anatuelekeza vibaya tutasema nini? Oscar Sudi is in agreement with us that Ruto is not the best president. That Ruto was the worst deputy. But again, we disagree with him with Gachagua. Gachagua is the worst. Is the most dangerous compared to Ruto. Even when Ruto was issuing his statements, Ruto was not going this much reckless like Gachagua. Gachagua can cause havoc. Gachagua can call for anarchy. He's the worst. But they see him as a saint because he's supporting and standing on the gap to defend Ruto. But again, it is a two-way. Oscar Sudi might be issuing this statement deliberately to make Gachagua feel that they respect him, they support him, they're in agreement with him. But it could just be also a play of a reverse psychology on Gachagua, to think that Rift Valley treasure him as the best deputy president and they support his idea. But in real sense, they are not. Because that statement was coming at a time when Ruto was preparing to call for a ceasefire. So Sudi could be just be massaging Gachagua's ego to think that, oh, they are with him. Because that statement also came at a time when there was emerging information in this country that there is a standoff between Rift Valley members of parliament and Gachagua. They believe that Gachagua has been painting William Ruto image in a bad mood, and it has been tainted when he was outside the country. Ruto was abroad, meeting other international dignitaries. So the impression there was that Ruto is a president who has failed to have peace in the country. Kenyans are crying of hunger. So he's leading a hungry nation. He's using excessive force to deal with those who are demonstrating because of hunger. He has allowed anarchy in terms of state overseeing the looting and invasion of people's property, private properties. So they were viewing Ruto as a failed president. That is how also the current members of parliament have been seeing Gachagua as a man who was sabotaging William Ruto's regime. So Sudi was just maybe coming here to massage Gachagua ahead of the ceasefire. So in one way he's exposing Ruto, in another way he's misleading Gachagua. But Wakenya ni nani? Wakenya wanajua. And that's why they're telling Oscar Sudi that you are lying in one hand, and again in another hand, you are exposing your boss. According to Sudi, Gachagua is the best because Gachagua, he has been using abusive language toward the opposition. Because Gachagua has called Kenya a company and we have shareholders. And not everyone is a shareholder.